Welcome back. Well, retail inflation eased to a 3-month low in October but remained above the RBI's tolerance band for the 10th consecutive month. The consumer price index inflation came in at 6.77%, with vegetables seeing the sharpest drop this time around. Ekta Batra is joining us now to decode these numbers. Ekta, what did you make of them?
Well, definitely a relief which is coming for the CPI data. We were expecting it to probably soften to single digit to a sub 7% figure, and that is something that the Reserve Bank of India governor had indicated as well. So the CPI data for the month of October came in at around 6.77% versus our poll of around 6.73%. So that was largely in line with estimates, but it softened versus 7.41% in the previous month. Now, what stood out in terms of softening was the consumer food price inflation. So that softened all the way to around 7.01% versus 8.6% month on month. We had vegetables which softened all the way to around 7.7% versus 18.05%. Pulses, which reduced to a sub 3% figure, came in at around 2.78 versus 3.05%. In fact, it was all of the components which had shown a lower inflation rate as compared to September in the month of October. One of the key reasons for a lower inflation rate was also because of the base effect. Now, one of the upsides in terms of the inflation data was the sticky core inflation, where the core CPI continued to be at around 6% This is our versus our poll of around 5.9%. So we were expecting further softening. It continues to be sticky as compared to around 6.1% in the previous month. So overall, yes, positive figure coming in from the CPI data, a sub 7% figure, but in line with our estimates.
All right. Okay. So some relief coming in there. Ekta, thank you so much for making sense of